we just got another round of parts in. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so let's go ahead and get into it and I'll show you guys what we got here. So first up, I already opened the box, sorry, but I finally got us a secondary clutch. So that means that I can actually order a clutch kit and put that on. So that's pretty exciting for me, maybe not for you. Then what do we got here? Can't remember what some of this stuff is. So we have our clutch exhaust tube here. It's a very exciting part, but anyways, that's a lot of packaging just for this little thing. But anyways, got that in finally. So our clutch cover assembly is complete now, which is pretty cool. Then next up, we have a RK chain. According to the forums, this is a pretty good chain. Honestly, this is my first chain driven bike that I've had, so taking their word for it, and hopefully I don't snap it and destroy my transmission. But another one for you. Next up, can't remember what this is. Well, this is just a seal for the clutch box. Got our belt in, which is gonna be very necessary. And then this next box here, it's probably the most expensive and most boring parts that I've had to buy. It was not cheap, but either way. We got a bunch of EPI suspension bushings. I've heard that these are really good. I bought cheap bushings before for my old 6x6, and it was very annoying having to replace all 6 wheels worth of bushings after one ride, so I opted for the slightly more expensive ones, so hopefully that pays off for me. So we got our fronts here, and then our back bushings here, which these were really expensive. It was like $100 for just this little bag right here, which is crazy. Then, this is the little tube that connects our exhaust to the clutch housing. I don't really want to open that up right now. Just take my word for it. Then we have wheel bearings. Really exciting stuff here. And more wheel bearings. And more wheel bearings. I'm still waiting to go sandblast our hubs. Hopefully I can do that in this video. If not, it'll be pretty soon here. But either way, moving on. Some more clutch cover items. These are just screws to hold that thing on. And got our ball joints. And I think that's it as far as the new parts go. So let me put these back in here. And I'll show you our powder coated stuff. So the first of our powder coated items, you can probably see peeking around me down there, is our front bumper. So this is super chrome from Prismatic Powders, and I just put clear right over that, and I think it looks really good. It looks kind of like a, I don't know, it's a little metallic-y. Pretty big fan of it. Get you guys a closer look here. Yeah, very pleased with how the bumper came out. I think it matches our handlebars and our throttle that we did really nicely. It's not an exact match, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Next up, got our silencer Cerakoted. So I went with the silver Cerakote just because we have a chrome pipe. I didn't like the black, and I don't know, I think this looks pretty good. It should match fairly well. Yeah, nothing too exciting about this. I tried to get it chromed too, but that didn't really work out, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully we get our chrome back here soon. I'm really wanting to put that pipe on. Then we got our front springs back. They used to be blue, if you remember. And I got them purple to match our rear spring. Give you guys a closer look at this. It looks really nice. Yep, that's all there is to that. Well, that's all of our new parts that we got in. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and throw our new bumper on. Well, it's not a new bumper, our newly recoated bumper, just so I can see how it matches against the plastics. I've been pretty curious to see how it looks. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I forgot to mention in the last clip, I actually did our mounting brackets as well. So got those looking nice and silver, but let's go ahead and put those things on. Now for the main piece. Kind of nervous to put this on. Nice. I think that looks pretty good. Well, now that we have our bumper back on, we can go ahead and throw our little shrouds here on the side. Well, after looking at this some more and actually test fitting it, since we modified the bumper, we're gonna have to cut this thing up, otherwise we're gonna get like practically no protection on the side of our radiator. So I'm probably just gonna hack it off right here, and then I'll just drill some new holes. So alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off at that angle right there. Then we should be good. Alright, got that cut off at an angle now. Retest fit this. All right, so now I'm just gonna heat this up along this line right here that I just drew. I'm gonna put a slight bend in it, just so, I don't really know why. I think it'll look better. Yeah, you can see our little bend we put in it right there. I think it looks a lot better than just having it come straight up at an angle. So, on to the next side. All right, holes are in place. Now to bend this side. All right, there we go. We got both sides bent up and on. There we go. My brother was kind enough to let me swing by and use his sandblasting cabinet to clean up these parts, and I gotta say, I think they look really good. Here, I'll give you a closer look. I'll throw up a little before and after. These aren't perfect by any means, but my gosh, they looked terrible before. They look pretty good now, I think. The photo's a little bit blurry, but I actually remembered to do a before and after this time. So as you can see, the results were great. I'm really happy with them. The rear hubs came out the best, in my opinion. I mean, these things look brand new. It's pretty sick. Then our rear carrier. This thing has a ton of porosity in it, so it really doesn't look that good, but looks better than it did, so I'll take it. But anyways, let's throw some bearings in these. All right, it might be a stupid one, but I think I have an idea how to get these in. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my bearing like that. I guess I can get it started with this piece of wood here. Well, it's actually going in pretty straight. So basically what I'm going to do now is stack our old bearing on top, put our piece of wood down. Well, I was starting to panic a second ago because I realized I did not pack the bearings. But then I realized that there's no way to because it's a sealed bearing. So I'm just gonna assume, hopefully, that they're already packed with grease. And anyways, I guess I'll keep going. But I should probably clean this first. It's pretty dirty. This little insert here had a little bit of rust on it, so I'm gonna hit it with some WD-40 to keep that from spreading. There we go. All right, so we got our fronts done. Now we can go ahead and get started on these rears here. I actually have a little bearing tool that I think might work on this. Let me check actually real fast. It is not looking good. Well, this is unfortunate. Alright, so now I am not going to forget the inner sleeve like I did on the last tub I did. Drop that in there. And grab our other bearing. There we go, carrier's finished up. I'm really glad we got those bearings taken care of. I've been wanting to do that for a minute now, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and end it here. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.